Welcome back to Legendary ML Games. I'm your host, Joe. Today's map comes from Trevor Primmett and uses the music soundtrack Nanonucleonic Cyborg Summoning by Eric Sullivan. This is also known as Mix Up in the Satellite. Right off the bat, let's go ahead, grab the SSG, and run around to the side. We are taking out pinkies and everything that moves. This map, I will say, is extremely difficult compared to the other maps, and I will tell you, it's absolutely jarring use of archviles, especially the further you get into it, is not my cup of tea, not one bit, and that definitely does show itself near the end, because the final ambush of this one is absolutely nuts. So, let's go ahead and get everything taken care of here. For sure, the TDC counter is finally done come alive for the first time in Back to Saturn X. So, let's go ahead and move around. Go ahead and get the tomato caught up and everything, and you can go. Thank you. So, let's head over here, take out the Revenants guarding our rocket launcher. So, you can already tell you're in for a ton of trouble when they're giving you the SSG and the rocket launcher right from the beginning. Oh, and don't worry, it gets even better. As soon as we hit that switch, we're going to have a berserk as well. So, you know this map is going to be absolutely nuts as the TDC counter is already on the move. And here we are going to try and get everything to come to the back part of the level for us. Because the problem is, there's an archvile on the loose, one of many that we are going to be dealing with this map. And this one is particularly mean because of how big and open the rooms are. So let's go ahead, take him out before he can even start that nonsense. Make sure we've got all the items, get the health, make sure we got all the ammo, and make sure to take everything out down here so we don't have to come back. So just like that, this one is pretty much good. This map is definitely not linear like the other ones. So it does give you quite the opportunities to get lost in it if you let it. So let's go ahead and know what we're doing here. Teleport, immediately shoot the rockets, as we are now to have Revenants in our face, coupled with his absolute gang of misfits. So Hell Knight, you can get out of here. You caused enough problems in Pirate Doom 2, we are not having it carry over to this. So, Revenant out of here, and now let's continue on. Now, as you'll notice, ammo is going to be a huge problem in this map, unless you're willing to use the chain gun on pretty much everything. So, let's just go ahead and let the Mancubus handle these two. We just want to make sure that we can get them in fighting. Just dodge like crazy. Very symbolic of this week's episode of Pirate Doom 2, Tortuga Island, where you literally also was ambushed by dual Hell Knights with the same setup. 2 Hell Knights on a Mancubus. I do not understand how that happened in the same week. But, one thing's for sure, Mancubus is not going to win. So, let's go ahead, wait till that's done, firebomb everything, because we're not having you stalking behind us. So, over here, let's get ready. There are hit scanners galore to left and right, so be careful. Main threat here is the Revenants off in the distance and the tomatoes around the corner. So, let's quickly get them out of here and keep it moving. You can go, Tomato. Just get back there. We're not interested. Neither with you, Em. Like I said, this is absolutely not even remotely close to one of my favorite maps, and it all stems from the final few ambushes. This map gets absolutely diabolical, and we're about to run into the first of one of those ambushes, so get ready. It's in the next room. So let's go ahead, get the rocket ammo, take out the tomato on the side, both of them. All of you can go. It's a 2-for-1 special, and we are having none of you. So you can go too. Get the health, get ready for Mancubus and his friends down there. Well, this doesn't look hard, does it? How in the world could I potentially hate this map as much as I do? Don't worry, it's coming. The TDC counter is about to move again. As you can see, we do have a very good secret, but the problem is it's after the ambush, so that doesn't help us. Go ahead, get everything stirred up as literally all the walls around us open, and just look at this absolute ridiculousness. We've got chain gunners, we've got imps everywhere, we've got revenants pinning you in immediately, a pain elemental for no good reason at all, and then we've got Mancubus literally behind us when we triggered this thing. So, I don't get it, but we're getting him out of here. Right to our left is where the mega armor is, but don't worry, we can't get to it because we can't even move. That is exactly what this ambush does to you. So go ahead, get all of that out of here. There's the Mancubus that was behind us. And let's go ahead and take full advantage of the ammo and keep it moving. This is easily the hardest of the series so far, and it's only going to get more difficult. So let's go ahead, firebomb everything, and hope to goodness we don't have to deal with that again. So let's go ahead. Secret is over here. Just jump to that glowing window, and you can pull it down. There's the mega armor. Now let's head over here, running through the waterways, as this is actually looking more like a normal map 6. I have no idea what in the world that ambush was, but don't worry, here comes ridiculous ambush number 2. So, remember what I said about archviles in this map? Well, don't worry, because when we go too far into this room, we are going to spawn everything except for the bosses, so let's just go through the panel. Down here, this is secret number 2 to get ourselves a supercharge, because the ridiculousness is coming. We just have to somehow survive it. And this is what I meant by things not appearing linear, because it's easy to get mixed up in where you are on this one. So let's go ahead and head back over here. And now to the right, back down by the glass, up the lift, and get ready, because we literally have mega armor and supercharge, and it still is not going to guarantee us success, because here it comes. Bodies everywhere, you know who's coming. And just look at this. We have, I think, 3 or 4 different archviles in this room that just teleported in. We also have revenants that teleported behind us, and an arachnotron. Oh, and the archviles are busy respawning all the Mancubus and other crap in the middle. So let's just absolutely firebomb everything, because this will get out of hand lightning quick if you don't. So go ahead, get through here, take out the Hell Knights, and I think we are okay. We are never good in this map, but we might be okay. As you can see up top, this is the battle preceding the yellow key card. You only need 2 of them in this map. So there's only going to be yellow and red keys, no blue for this one. So let's go ahead and get the yellow key, guarded by Mancubus. And the wall comes down for no enemies this time. It's actually a shortcut back to where we were. This is where the Revenant was at the very beginning of all this. As you can see here, this is again the mass extermination room, I guess I'll call it, where all the archviles were. And we need to get to where the yellow key door is. So let's go ahead. Anytime we have to take out enemies in advance, take them, because they're there for a reason. And Revenant, you can just go. Thank you. So over here, let's go ahead back around the corner. We're going to go back to the starting area, as you can see here. And back over this way, this is again going to that very first fight in the level. There's now a Hell Knight to the left guarding plasma ammo for absolutely no reason. You literally don't even get a plasma weapon in this map. I have no idea why it's there, but let's keep going. And now we can take out the enemies, and this is actually feeling like a normal map 6. You know, there are high-tier enemies, but there are not like 20 of them in a tiny room. So let's go ahead and enjoyably take out our demonic invaders as we fight to clear the space station. And so far, so good. This is actually playing like normal Doom. I love it. Let's keep moving. Don't worry, the love will not last long. You see these walls? They're coming down. And unfortunately, get ready for Archvile number 10,000 at this point, because here we go. I have no idea why he's even there, because there's nothing for him to revive. But daggone it, we're throwing Archviles at you. Why not? So, get out. I've seen enough of it. Thank you. Let's keep it moving. And now we've got Arachnotrons galore out here, and we've got Revenants perched in the windowsill. So be careful, they are quite vicious, because it's easy to forget they're there. So take out the Arachnotrons, and let's keep this thing moving. Off to the right, let's go ahead, get all the goodies. You know we're going to need them, because there's enemies in the middle. But don't worry, it's not a cyber demon like you would think it is. It's actually just a bunch of imps and a Hell Knight. So let's go ahead and take them out and move on. As you can see here, there is health scattered all over the place. There's also chain gunners scattered all over the place. So let's go ahead and take both of them out now that they finally came out of hiding. And let's go ahead, red key card is up next. So as you can see, Arachnotrons are everywhere in this area. So if you're not getting hit by rapid fire chain gun, you're getting hit by rapid fire plasma. So pick your fancy. At this point, we are getting rid of all these dang revenants, because we know if we don't do it now, we're going to get way too close to them later. So you, all of you, out. We are moving on and getting this red key, which guess what enemy is going to be guarding it? Don't worry, I'll give you time. In the meantime, I'm going to be dealing with the Revenant literally hiding in the window as we continue on this absolutely outstandingly bizarre map. So, over this way, let's take out the imps. And now, as we go around, we want to clear both sides as we make our way through. Now, the red key is an absolute nightmare to get to. And I mean that in the best way possible, because this thing is literally guarded by Mancubus, Cacodemons, Revenants galore, and everyone's favorite friend, this map. So, let's go ahead, clear out as much as we can before we fully commit ourselves over here, because this is the room encasing the red key card. So let's go ahead to get the Revenant out, get all of his backup out of here, be careful with the rocket launcher, and let's go ahead on our way. So, Revenants galore down here, but be careful if you go too far, yours truly is going to show up for, again, no reason. There are no dead monsters down there, unless we just happen to take something out down by the key. So, hello again, Mr. Archvile. I wish we would stop meeting like this, but somehow it just seems to be inevitable. So, let's get the red key card, let's get back around here, as you two now are squabbling, and we're just gonna settle it by taking both of you out. Be careful, many enemies just teleported in, and by many, I mean Revenants. So, let's get you all out of here, so that we don't start this, because this map, especially at the end of it, is going to look like a Scythe 2 map, and I am not joking. Revenants are absolutely going to flood this place very soon. So go ahead, take out all the Revenants, take out the tomato, and we are good. Let's keep it moving. Over to the right this time as we go around here. Make sure there's nothing back in the red key area so we don't have to backtrack. This time to the red key door. And through here, as you can see, this area kinda looks normal for a map 6. It is so bizarre how half of the map looks like a normal map 6. You know, throw Revenants as, fine. Throw Archviles as, great. But not when it's literally like 20 of them in a tiny room, and for absolutely no reason. Because we are about to get the zenith of it here in the final room. So get ready, because the fists are out. We are beating everything out of existence, because this last area is absolutely no joke. Remember what I said about Scythe 2? We are about to see it. So, make sure you have as much rocket ammo as you can coming into this fight. You are going to need it. And go ahead, get the Arachnotron out of here as we head on up. Now, this area coming up is the final room, but we are absolutely going to have to run for our lives, because this room is absolutely ridiculous. So go ahead, corner snipe the Mancubus out of here. Yes, I know the Mancubus can make this fight easier, but there is no easy way to do it when you don't have enough ammo to take everything out. So, get ready, we are going to be berserk punching quite a few things here. So, get as many enemies as we can out of the way before we initiate absolute pandemonium. And if you noticed how high the TDC counter climbed, you can see just why this is as ridiculous as it is. Go ahead, take out the trio of meatballs behind us that just rose from the heavens, and now with all the chaos and lost souls, let's welcome our friend the Revenants, because here they are in full ridiculous force. Somehow they came from this monster closet back here, and you can see the situation we're in with the tiny amount of ammo we have, which is literally nothing. Okay, we have 2 more shots, which is not even going to take one of them out, and it is fisticuffs the rest of the way. So get ready, because we are going to have to do some shenanigans here. So let's get them caught on the corner, since the Revenants are not the best at cutting tight turns, as we're just going to get around all this and scavenge any tiny specks of ammo there is left. You know, the room looks huge. The room looks like you could just do so much with it, but my gosh, it is somehow completely ill-equipped for this kind of fight. Let's quickly get the Revenants out of here. As you can see, they charge in no time, and if you left the Mancubus alive, yes, the Mancubus would distract about 4 or 5 of them, but the problem is, not only are you dodging a herd of Revenants that fill up the entire room, you're also dodging a herd of Revenants that fill up the entire room, plus Mancubus fireballs. So, I can't even with this final fight. So, again, just isolate and knock them out. You know, thankfully with the Berserk, you can usually punch out a Revenant with about 3 good punches, RNG willing. And now we go over here for yet one more guarding the exit switch. But don't worry, we cannot quite exit yet, because we have one more item that got left behind. Let's just go back to the beginning, because it is right off the path to the left, where we started our adventure. So back over here, as you can kind of get a sense of where we are, we're back where the Mancubus was. Let's head up and over. And now we are getting ourselves back toward the yellow key area and heading back around. As you can see, so much of this place, it is easy to get lost if you're not careful. So, back this way, where the Revenant and Hell Knights were, with the Mancubus. This is the room where the Revenants were sniping you to their left. And there was the armor bonus literally hidden by the Mancubus. So, just like that, we've got all items, secrets. We are above the kill counts thanks to the plethora of archviles. And just like that, we are done here. My gosh. I have heard the next map of Back to Saturn X is one of the best ones of the series, and I am thankful, because this one, I could not stand these final ambushes in this map. This final room right here with the Revenants, and even now you can see there's a lost soul that can't even make his way back in here. I just could not get my mind around that ambush for the life of me. No matter how many times I tried to do it, leaving the Mancubus alive, I would get overrun by the Revenants. If you go after the Revenants, the Paynell Mills take you out from behind. If you take out the Mancubus and you focus on the Paynell Mills, you are Revenant fodder. It is mind-breaking how to get through that final ambush. Not a fan. However, I am a fan of the series in general. Now, the thing is, many of these levels, it is easy to get them mixed up just because of the texture pack that they use. But, for the most part, what I've seen in this series is many of the maps are big, they are expansive, and they have a good amount of combat. This one, you will definitely notice when you get to it, the difficulty shift massively. So, if you've not already, please check out the Back to Saturn X playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more can see our videos. We'll see you back next time. Take care, everyone.